Guys, if you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. I am Pete the Tinker, and if you're already subscribed, welcome back and continue watching and enjoying these videos. What you see here, this is a picture of our old home, our old compound, which we no longer live in now. And in the background you can see my father standing there looking young. I can't remember which year this is, but this is quite a while back, and we had just moved from this very sentimental domicile here, and we used to live here from the time we were little children, guys. And this is how this building looked like, something like 30, almost 40 years ago. Guys, here you see my father's car is there, loaded with some items. I don't know what items those were, but you can see the car is a KJJ something. So that was the compound we moved from, and I grew up in this compound, guys. Now this is a view of the same compound. You see, there's a gentleman at the gate. My father is there somewhere at the front of the car, and there's a gentleman standing there, Musa Jiwa. He was called Musa Jiwa. You can see the masonry fireplace, that there with the smoke chute going up in the air, and the car is here. This is a different view of the car. This car no longer moves, but it is parked somewhere. It is parked somewhere in my dad's present compound. And in the background, guys, you can see that that flower plant there, the big flower plant growing over a lemon tree. That was a lemon tree. And in the background you have those trees there. And just to the right of the photo, to the right of this picture, is the roof of that store. Now that store was destroyed by arsonists some time back, guys. This is very sentimental. The trees, the compound looked like that, guys. It doesn't look like this anymore. We shall be seeing the picture of this same compound today, the way it looks like today. So this store here to the right of the picture was an elevated picture, an elevated store, you know, like a granary, but a modern type of granary. See the compound, guys, the same compound here. You can see my dad has moved to somewhere near the car, to the left hand side of the car. He is probably contemplating something. He's wondering, why did I move from this nice house to move to another compound? And here an orange tree, this orange plant here used to bear a lot of oranges. And at the background there was that what, fig tree, a big fig tree, but by this time I think it was withering a little bit. So here's the house, guys. You see the windows? These big windows were made of glass. And the car there, majestic, waiting to move. And the view of the same compound, this time that is myself. That is me standing there. I think I was something like 24, 25 years old. And there was that little cow there feeding. The place was very serene and quiet. That was myself. I think I must have been, by that time, some kind of a student at the university. I think I was. I don't know what I was looking at there because there were no mobile phones that time. I think I had a mobile phone. You see my mobile phone there. I'm checking things on WhatsApp and other things, guys. This was back in 1985, 86. I can't remember. And on the same compound, you can see this little house here made of offcuts from the time timber is cut. You know, the offcuts from the trees is standing there. This was used by my grandmother. By this time, she had already passed away. You can see. And the gentleman walking there is this was a teacher. Is my younger brother, guys. Is my younger brother. Is not very visible. And I can see the grinding stone there. You see this stone here? My grandmother had left it for my mom, and it was resting there. And now this house no longer stands there. Can only estimate roughly where it will be. You will see on the video, because I want to visit this compound, guys. I want to visit this compound and see what is happening there. What is and you see near the door. See near the door of that house, the smoke. The place is blackened by the smoke from many years of cooking using firewood. Those who have grown up in the village, you will understand this scenario very well, guys. So my brother here is an old man like me now, but we are still very good friends. We visit one another, guys. You see, he's holding a panga. He's going to look for what? For majani for the cows. Interesting. So, and guys, looking behind the car, just after the edge of the house, behind there was a little gate. I think it is not very visible now. There was a little gate there. Now that little gate was a menace to a lot of us, because you know my mom had assigned all of us, all my siblings had been assigned chores to perform on the compound. Somebody would be in charge of shutting the chicken coop, another one putting the cows in, another one putting the goats in the shed, another one ensuring the taps of the tank. Incidentally, there was a tank somewhere by the side of that house to ensure the tap wasn't running by mistake. General cleaning, sweeping, and so on. But that little gate there, you know, because it was facing the bushes, behind there, the bushes, someone was in charge of closing it every evening. Another one was in charge of closing the main gate. But the one in charge of closing the gate at closing that gate there meant trouble, because if you are late, and there were a lot of bushes, you know, behind there, and we always imagined there was an animal or some animals that would emerge from the bush, especially when it was a bit dark. So if you are to close that gate in the evening after it has started getting dark, there was always that leopard there and a big lion waiting to pounce. It was such a terror, you know, closing that little gate at the back of the compound. I don't know, those who have lived in the village, and especially during our time when there were a lot of thick bushes, and in some cases literally forests, they will understand what I mean, guys. Yes. Guys, I'm still in the village. I'm still here in the village, and where I'm standing is a very sentimental location to me, because This is where I was brought up. This compound here, you see this compound? You get in through there, but this fence is recent. You know, this is nothing to do with how the situation was those many years ago, because this compound had a perimeter, a green hedge, perimeter hedge, which was running along where you see those posts there, going up to where you see the beginning of the tea bushes, and going down on the other side. And then these tall trees here, these trees are very tall. They could be something like 25 meters high. These trees here, see this one here. These trees were very small when we were small children and growing up here. These trees are now very high, 25 meters. All these trees surrounding this place here, very tall trees now. This compound now is abandoned. My parents moved from this compound and constructed the new compound in the place I showed in another video. So now I will show you the houses. Right now it is around midday, or around midday here in Africa, in Kenya. So let's walk into the compound and see what is there. Okay, this is the main dwelling, guys. This is where I grew up, here in this dwelling. You see, this was the main entrance. I think we used to come in through here, and there was a lemon tree where there is this guava tree standing now. And see, this was our main door. It's still there, standing. See, and the big window was here, and this was glass window. It has been vandalized by people, and now what you have is this. My parents have blocked this. I think my father came and blocked this window, and also this window here. And there used to be a fireplace inside, so that you had that masonry stone chimney. So behind here, this house was joined to another one, which was you know, the Swahili type of houses, which were basically made of see this, I don't know how to explain this, but what they will do is put the posts, and then this little I don't know what you call these pieces of wood here, which will be like buttons. These are like buttons on both sides, both the outside and also the inside. And then they put mud. You know, this is mud. You see, this is mud. It would be put when it was put there. It was dry. It was wet. Now it is dry. And in between the two dwellings, you have the back side of this. The walls were made of this tin plate or iron sheets. And also this one is falling apart. Now this one is locked. I can't get inside, but this one had an entrance through here. This has been demolished by vandals. Basically, when we moved from here, when my parents moved from this house, it was intact. It had no holes like the way you see. This is basically the work of vandals. People come at night, and they have stolen the door that was here. They have demolished the walls inside, because this was one room. These walls were whitewashed. There was that is not a door. That is just the work of vandals. The window was there. Hey, guys can be ruthless. They vandalize everything. They removed the ceiling here. They've removed everything. I think they come and get this for firewood. The other window was here. And this was another room here. I slept in this room until I became a young man of around 8 years. See, this room has been demolished on that side. Guys are very ruthless. They have stolen everything. They made a whole wall there. I mean, a hole through the wall there. You see, that was the door, and the roof, and the windows. Through the door, come to the middle room, and the other room there. You see, the other room over there, and the window here, and then to get out through that door. This other one here is not a door. This is a hole created by the Vandals when they come and steal the timber, the pieces of wood for firewood or whatever it is they take this wood for. And the other door to the other room there. So 3 rooms. In the other building, which is adjacent here, they had a door here. This door is still there. Someone has vandalized the lock. This lock here. So that structure standing here, which was later demolished, and the latrine was, there was an outhouse there. The latrine was there, and there was a granary here. There was a stove that stood somewhere here, guys. And then behind here we had my grandmother. My grandmother had a house in this location over here, guys. I don't even know exactly where, but I think here, over here. And over the other side there was a cow shed over there. These have all been destroyed. And you know, when I was young and my grandmother passed away, and she was laid to rest somewhere here, somewhere here. I can't locate it very well, but the grave is somewhere here where my grandmother was laid to rest many years ago when we were little boys. So over there was a corner of the compound, and it was fenced nicely, going down that way until you get to the back to the dwellings here. See, the perimeter wall, the perimeter fence went over that side, behind the houses, over there, and then the gate was just under these tall trees here. So you see, this is my parents' old compound. The house is still standing. These were constructed somewhere 1964, thereabout. And so this place is now abandoned. Nobody is living there, and therefore these vandals, you know, the vandals are having a field day here. They've converted that to firewood. They've converted my parents' house to firewood. That's not fair, but it's life. So I'm now getting out of the compound. I don't know what has been happening here. This place here looks like there's like a field. The grass is gone. I don't know what has been happening here. Maybe there was a function here. I'm not aware. And so this was the way out of our compound, over this side. And so these are tea bushes belonging to my parents. The cash crop the cash crop phenomenon in this country. You know, sometimes something happening. Some monkeys over there. Sometimes the cash crop is doing well, sometimes it's not doing well. The monkeys are hiding behind here, and there's some more on this tree. So this side here, where you see this tea fields on this side, these were like the paddocks for the cows. We had some family cows, you know, some small herd of about 5-6 animals, and this was their place. They would graze here. There was grass in these fields here, and I'd planted lots of bananas at the end there. And over behind there, a neighbor has built a big house there. See that? A neighbor is there. So basically this is it. This is it. That is all I wanted to show you about our homestead, our old homestead. And from this location here, see the beauty of our area. You have the tea bushes punctuated by the trees, and over the horizon, if this day was not cloudy, over there at the back there, you would see the Mount Kenya, the majestic Mount Kenya, the mountain at the equator. Over there, guys. But today it is not visible. I think one of these days when the weather is good and it is not that cloudy, you'll be able to see Mount Kenya from here very nicely. And I'm pointing the camera back to our old compound, and we keep going out of the parcel of land that is my parents. Go to the neighbor's place. See the legacy of the activities of my parents. You see, they always did not like cutting down trees. You see, this is another big tree which is a remnant from the ones that I have planted those years. See this? They like my father particularly loves trees. See? So we get out of the compound, out of the land, to somebody else's place. And here it is. We are crossing the border now, the boundary between our land, that is my parents' land, not ours, but I have a small share. And these are the persons, this side and that side. You see the posts there which are falling, demarcating the boundary. Okay, I think this is it now. I'll go and do some other chores. So see you guys. See you later in the day. Thank you.